Daniel 5:17a. Beidayan ana Daniel va'amar kodam malka mat natak lak lehe vayan unavaz bayatak la'ochoran hav. And that brings us to this atnach. So back to the beginning. This is the adverb then. And then here we're going to see answered and said, like we've seen so many times. These are pa'al participle masculine singular. So who's answering and saying? Well, at the Revia, we can see that. It's Daniel. Then Daniel answered and said, and then here we have the preposition before. Coming up to Zakef Katon, we have the king. And then with the second person masculine singular suffix pronoun, we have your gifts for you. So prefixed lamed and then the second person masculine singular suffix. And then coming up to Zakef Katon, let them be. This is the hey, vav, hey verbal root. And we remember that the lamed at the front of the form is there to avoid placing a yod, which would be expected, but would resemble the divine name. So you can see on page 163 of Biblical Aramaic for Biblical Interpreters a chart that includes this exact form. And it's the pa'al, imperfect, third person feminine plural. Now why is it feminine? Well, it's feminine because it's the gifts right here. You can see that Kametz and Tav telling us that it is feminine plural as a noun. Your gifts, let them be for you. Now we say let, so it has a jussive nuance, but there's no particular way to render that as a jussive in a form. So continuing on here, we have the conjunction, and once again we can see the second person masculine singular suffix, and your rewards to another give. This is the yod hey bait verbal root. It's the pa'al imperative masculine singular. So altogether, then Daniel answered and said before the king, your gifts, let them be for you, and your rewards give to another. Now, one thing to notice before we get to the second half of the verse is how this object is fronted before its verb right here. So this is topic fronting.